Today we're taking a closer look at and showing how to install the LED taillights featuring the chrome housings with the red lenses, fitting all 2011 through 2016 F-250s. Now these taillights will be for the Super Duty owners out there who are looking for a huge upgrade in lighting for your taillights, thanks to the switch to the modern LEDs, but at the same time, without really rocking the boat too much in regards to styling, as these will deliver that very factory-like appearance, all for right around $300. So getting started here with our features block in, I've got three biggies to talk about. First and foremost, the switch again from those dull and dim halogen factory lights to something loaded with a 100% LED operation. Now this does include everything from the brake lights, running lights, turn signals, and reverse lights, all LED, and of course all much brighter than the factory tails. Second big feature here does include some bonus LED lighting, and that will be the diffused LED running lights in that C-bar shape. Hard to see right here on the table, but you can see them much better when they're lit up, of course. That's something a lot of the more modern trucks have implemented as of late from the factory, and the fact that you are getting them here at this affordable price point is certainly feature worthy. Last but not least, guys, the OE look or appearance. The reality is, let's be honest, not all Super Duty owners want something crazy or aftermarket looking. So if you value the functionality of the LEDs over the wild styling of a more traditional aftermarket taillight, then these are certainly worth a look. Now moving into construction, and things look pretty much on par here with the factory style replacements. This does include things like the black ABS plastic housing on the back side here, the factory style chrome inner housing, which you can see right here, and then finally the red and white LEDs. Now you are getting, I would say, 15 individual LEDs per light up top here, along with that diffused running light for the red portion, and then your white reverse light, of course, is down here on the bottom. Now, all of that lighting has been sealed up behind the factory style red and clear lens, which does, by the way, get the DOT and SAE stamp of approval, and that, of course, does make these tails legal for use in all 50 states. Price point for the LED options are gonna land around $300, give or take a bit here, which I would say for a full LED replacement is pretty reasonable overall. Now, especially consider that once you start comparing these to some of the other big brand name options, such as your Alpha Rex tails, for instance, those are gonna cost you a few $100 more at the end of the day. But regardless, if you want a better idea of what we're working with here at American Trucks, definitely check out the rest of our selection before pulling the trigger. All right, let's shift gears and talk about the installation, and the site's gonna call this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you an hour at most to complete this plug and play job. That is the nice thing here, also worth mentioning, guys. No wiring needed, anything like that. These are gonna be a plug and play install. But now to give you a better idea of how things might go down in the garage or driveway at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you will need an impact and an 8mm socket. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some taillights on our F-250, so let's get started. All right, guys, so the first thing we need to do is remove our factory taillights, and you'll need to pop your tailgate down like so. You'll come inside here and find two 8mm screws holding your taillight in place. So we'll get our 8mm socket and pop those out. Set those right on the bed. Once you have those two screws out, you can pull back on your taillight. Kind of comes back and out. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn. It should pop right out. Then we'll need to unplug it. So we'll take our two connectors, push down on the release tabs, pop those connectors off. Then we can set our tail light aside, and once you've got this side out, you can repeat the same process for the other side. So once you have your factory lights out, it's time to install our new setup. Now, the couple things we're gonna have to do, one is we're gonna have to stick this new ballast on in the backside of the taillight bucket area. So what we'll do is remove the cover on that adhesive backing. It also has screw holes if you wish to hard mount it with screws, but it's not really necessary. This adhesive is pretty good. We're gonna send this straight back on the top side of this little support bar. That's very important. Just get that stuck back in there. The other thing you want to do is take your reverse light connector and move that to the bottom side of your bucket area. And once you have that done, these have factory style connectors for the sockets. We're just going to plug these in. And your reverse is now at the bottom of your assembly. And set everything back in the bucket area. Now this is going to be a little bit of a tight fit. You want to make sure this connector goes back into that recess of the bucket. And we'll line up our locators. Get that set into place, like so. Then we can reinstall our two 8mm screws. So we'll get our two screws started by hand, just so they sit right. And we'll bring back our 8mm socket and tighten these down. And once you have this side in, you can do the same thing on the other side. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our LED taillights with chrome housings and red and clear lenses for your 11 to 16 F250 and F350 Super Duty. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F250, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.